Hello, YouTube land. Oh, we got the beginnings of what I'm calling a breakfast pizza. Got some mushrooms and onions with just a little bit of butter. I'm a fat man. I do try to watch what's going in. So it's just a little bit, and it's real butter. It's not that margarine crap. Got some pepperoni thawed out. It's kind of my twist on a breakfast pizza, because I had a pizza last night and it was pretty darn good. So let's see. I'm gonna have to set the phone down because I need two hands. I'm gonna get some eggs out and get mixing. Does it show anything? It kinda does. Look at this show. Oh, look at that there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got my eggs. I hate doors open, but you're sitting on a shelf. I'm gonna grab a bowl. There's that cup in the wrong place. I'm gonna crack 3 eggs into it. I had a question from one of the folks I work with as we were making dinner, and she said, how do you crack eggs with one hand? I can't do it. I said, well, that's the only way I can crack an egg. I can't crack an egg with 2 hands. That gave her quite a chuckle. It was, I was a cook at one of the local restaurant chains way back when, and you know, things were moving so fast all the time that it was about the only way you could do it. I dropped a piece of eggshell in there. Looks like I got it though. Gotta get that egg off my fingers. To the eggs, I get 3 eggs, and I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of milk. Yeah, I measured that. Right. I watch my salt intake, and this is how we keep our salt around here. I got 2 pinches in there. I do have a salt shaker on the table, but oh well. And now, I don't like using a whisk when I'm whipping my eggs together. Call me, I don't know what you want to call me, stupid? This is the way Mom taught me. And sometimes there's just some things. With Father's Day coming up here, I take the time to, you know, Father's Day is, what, the 12th or something, 16th? I don't know. I try not to get too worked up about it. I'm going to take this, since I'm going to use the same pan. I don't like dirty dishes either. So we're going to scrape that off onto our plate. And now I'm just going to dump this in the pan. You want to have your stovetop pretty level for something like this. Just because you need it that way. Now, I've never done this before, so I'm kind of winging it here. I'm kind of moving my egg around just to get it up the sides of the pan just a tad bit. And the hope is that once it's up the side of the pan a little bit, and you got just a thin layer of it, it'll kind of roll over a little when you go to take it out. So maybe going up the side of the pan, I don't know, maybe half an inch. Alright. So I'm going to throw a lid on this. My cookware is all stainless steel. My lids have vents, and where the pour spouts are here, if I turn those there, it's not going to steam up inside the pan. I hope. But I need to cook the top of the egg as well. And while that's going, I've got some sharp cheddar cheese, which is my favorite, to go on top. And I think I'm just gonna slice this thin and put it on because I like it. So I'm gonna slice up my cheese, let this cook a little bit, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Oh yeah, I'm back. Let's take a look at how we're doing. I'm just using a really low heat because I don't want to burn. I don't want to burn the bottom of the eggs either. So, still got a little semi-liquid on top. But, I've got my cheese all cut. Got my pepperoni here. My hands are all clean. Which I think is somewhat, I won't say overrated, but I think this antibacterial everything that everybody seems to use, I think that's going a little overboard with the antibacterial. And I think what it's doing is it's causing the bacteria that we're trying to kill to have immunities, which is not what we want. So the antibacterial soap, there's studies on all of this, are not having the desired effect anymore, and actually causing more trouble than what it's worth. So I try not to buy antibacterial soap. I know, I should be. Yeah, I just licked my fingers and I stuck them in my pepperoni. Guess what? It's my pizza. Don't like it? That's just the way it is. I'm not sharing this. Get my pepperonis laid out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Just enough. I'll use a little soap this time. And this pan that we're using here is there's a smaller version, or smaller pan, a saucepan. It's got a really thick bottom in it. It's a really thick, solid steel bottom, or wherever pans. This is just a 1 quart saucepan. But I tell you what, that thick bottom makes all the difference in the world when you are trying to cook and keep even heat. Cheese going down. Cheese is going down. I love cheese. Probably what made me a fat man in the first place. No, that's silly to think that. Cheese didn't make me fat. Oh yeah. Like I said, I've never tried this before. But we got, well, I missed a spot. I'm going to cut another slice of cheese. Darn. Alright. So there we go. Lid's going back on it. Hopefully it'll retain some of that heat and help the cheese to melt a little bit. I'm going to clean some stuff up here. Because that's it. It's just going to cook now and we'll see what happens. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Well, it didn't come out of the pan as well as I'd have thought. But it still came out. I still kept it relatively round. A little bit about the pans and stuff that I use to cook. I only have one that's Teflon, which I cooked this in, just because I didn't want to use a lot of butter or nothing. Otherwise, the rest of my pans are stainless steel. They clean up good. They cook good. Cook well. Excuse me. And that's just the way it is. Teflon. Most of the Teflon pans that I've had have gotten ruined by everybody else but me. Teflon, you just can't get it hot. I mean, you can get it hot. You can't overheat it. If you go beyond 500 degrees, Teflon starts to off-gas, and it's a poisonous gas, and it destroys the Teflon. So the amount of toxin in the gas that's off-gassing isn't enough to kill anybody, but you don't throw Teflon pans in the oven. My stainless steel skillet, I can just throw it right in the oven just like you would a cast iron skillet. And I have a cast iron too. So, but that's about it. There's my breakfast. I'm going to go eat. You all stay safe and God bless.